You may think you know your partner, but sometimes there are hidden red flags that hint at something dangerous. Abuse doesn't always start with bruises. It often begins with subtle signs that most people overlook. Today, we're uncovering the 10 warning signs your partner could become physically abusive. A short fuse is a serious red flag. If your partner flies off the handle over every little thing, that's a major problem. This kind of behavior is like a pressure cooker, and sooner or later it's going to blow. A little jealousy is natural, but when it becomes obsessive, that's a whole other ball game. We're talking about someone who interrogates you about every person you talk to, who tries to control who you see and where you go. That's not love, folks, that's control, and it's often a precursor to physical abuse. Words can be just as damaging as any fist, folks. If your partner constantly criticizes you, puts you down, or makes you feel small, that's verbal abuse, plain and simple. This kind of emotional abuse can escalate to physical abuse faster than you think. Look, we all have bad days, but someone who's constantly blaming you for their problems is bad news. It's not just a one-time thing. It's a pattern of behavior that can be incredibly damaging over time. They're not taking responsibility for their own actions, and that's a recipe for disaster. When someone refuses to own up to their mistakes, it creates a toxic environment where you are always the scapegoat. If they miss a deadline at work, it's your fault. If something goes wrong in their life, you're the one to blame. This constant blame game can wear you down emotionally and mentally. This is a classic sign of an abuser, someone who needs to control you and make you responsible for their own shortcomings. Recognizing this behavior is the first step in protecting yourself and seeking the help you need. If your partner ever threatens to hurt you, even if they say they're just kidding, take it seriously. Threats are never okay. They are a red flag that should not be ignored. They're a way of intimidating you, of making you afraid. This kind of behavior is a form of control and manipulation. An abuser might say things like, "If you ever leave me, or you'll regret it if you don't do what I say." These are not empty words, and you need to protect yourself. Reach out to friends, family, or professional services for support. Your safety is the most important thing. Everyone has their ups and downs, but if your partner goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat, that's a huge red flag. One minute they're all lovey-dovey, the next minute they're screaming at the top of their lungs. You're constantly walking on eggshells, and that's no way to live. Boundaries are essential in any healthy relationship. An abuser will constantly push your boundaries, trying to see what they can get away with. Maybe they pressure you to do things you're not comfortable with, or they disregard your feelings and opinions. This is about power and control, and it's a slippery slope towards physical abuse. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, folks. If your partner has a history of violence in previous relationships, don't fool yourself into thinking you're different. Violence is a pattern, and it's likely to repeat itself. An abuser needs to control every aspect of your life. They might criticize how you dress, who you talk to, or even what you eat. This need for control stems from their own insecurities, and it can quickly turn dangerous. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation, where the abuser makes you question your own sanity. They deny your reality, make you doubt your memories, and convince you that you're overreacting. Gaslighting is a dangerous form of abuse because it makes you question your own perception of reality. Recognizing these signs is crucial, and if any of them sound familiar, don't ignore them. It's important to acknowledge your feelings and understand that they are valid. Sometimes we tend to brush off these signs, thinking they are minor or will go away on their own. Trust your instincts. Often we know when something doesn't feel right, even if it's hard to admit. Your gut feeling is a powerful indicator of your emotional well-being. Listen to it and take it seriously. You deserve to be in a relationship where you feel safe, valued, and respected. A healthy relationship should bring you joy and comfort, not stress and anxiety. Remember, mutual respect and understanding are the foundations of any strong relationship. If you see yourself in this, know that you're not alone, and there is help out there. Reach out to friends, family, or professional support services. There are many resources available to guide you through this difficult time and help you find the support you need.